Hello, we are here for one more lesson of this AutoCAD 2016 training course, and the topic for today will be the paper space viewports. I've done a couple of circles to simulate a very simple geometry to show you a little more about the layout views and how to create viewports inside those layout views. As I mentioned in the previous lesson, we are in this black standard environment. We are in model space, and we have these tabs here. I have just one called layout 2 in this case, and these tabs, these layout views, they represent a graphical view that can be arranged and can have other elements to complement what is done in model space. And the basis of this, I have this layout that is standard. If I create a new one, okay, I get a new tab, and when I click, I get always what is done inside model space. And a couple of interesting characteristics of these layout views are this is shown on a limited area. So if I click on the edge, you see I get this area where is shown the model space, and I can edit this. Okay, this is something that I can change size. In fact, this has two different possibilities. One is like this, where I can draw and even cross over this view that represents the model space. But if you see, I've created a line crossing over, and in model space you cannot see anything because this viewport is not selected. But if I click twice and I activate this view, you see now that my cursor is only inside the view. So with this active, if I make one entity, then it's the same that working in model space. So one thing will show on another environment. So this is completely different working inside a viewport, or if you click outside and you deselect the viewport, then you are working on the graphical environment of the layout space. So with this turn it on, I can work a little as if I was in model space. So I can zoom in, pan, whatever I want. I can deselect the grid. Okay, normal work. Okay, and the other important thing is that I can create more than one viewport in the same layout. For example, if I click on in here layout menu, I can create, for example, a new rectangular shape, so like this, and when I create the shape, it will maximize what is drawn inside the model space. So now it's the same procedure. Clicking twice, it will open. Okay, outside twice, it will deselect the viewport. And one other thing that I can do, it is, for example, click it, and then I can do the lock. And what it does when the lock, lock, and what it does when we do the lock, still not, sorry, lock, and now object, okay, and confirm. Sorry. Now if you do the wheel, now it is locked and you cannot zoom in, zoom out with the viewport even when selected. So if you want to do the opposite, just do the unlock, select the object, confirm, and now you are okay again. This is basically the idea to work with these viewports. And you can, for sure, you can delete or take care of this as it was other entities, so it's normal stuff.